It's a sad statistic. Nearly 2 million children around the world are sold into sex slavery each year, and hundreds of minors are involved in sex trafficking here in Seattle. One local group's hoping to change all that. Joining me today is Phil Martin, the national director for the Issaquah organization called Compassion2one. Thank you so much for being here, Phil.
Thank you, Mary.
We were just talking about this. Michelle Esteban's report earlier this week showed us how this is a global issue, but it's also right here in our state. How big of a problem is it in Western Washington?
Right here in Seattle, Washington, we're ranked third highest in the nation for sex trafficking of minors.
How did it get to that point?
Basically, we're at a point where we're a high international port, and so we have a lot of people coming through here to stay here and to work. They're forced to work in massage parlors and strip clubs or different places that would harbor victims. We have a place they come through here, they go other places to work, up into Canada, down into Mexico. So we're both a transit and destination city. We have the I-5 corridor, which is here, so rest areas and different places where it's easy for people to pull off and become victimized.
How does your organization work to combat this problem?
We do a few different things. One thing is we help to raise awareness, so we go into different schools or we work with different press sources like we're doing today, just different things to help raise awareness about the issue. We conduct trainings to law enforcement, social service workers, first responders, pastors, coaches, different people throughout the community. And then the next thing is we work with different service provider agencies to provide services to victims. We work to help end demand, so we're working with men to offer counseling services and various things that the men need. And so those are a few different things, and we're also involved legislatively with what's going on down in Olympia.
How do you help the victims of this, and how big of a challenge is it, because many of them are, sadly, they're so young, and they often deal with other issues like substance abuse or anything else?
I think one of the things we're really privileged here in the state of Washington, State of Seattle, we have a lot of different groups that have been around for some 15, 20 years. You aired a piece just the other night, Youth Care. They've been around for quite some time, and so they've been working with some of these at-risk youth teens and substance abuse victims, domestic violence, foster children. So we've worked with a lot of these different groups to help provide the care necessary to rehabilitate these women back into society.
I know you've met some of the victims and lots of people involved. How would you describe them? Can you so that they're not just a statistic?
These are everyday real girls. So some come from domestic violence homes, or some come with come from a home that has an absent father, or various places like that. But some of these girls come from wealthy families, and so they're ready to rebel against that authority. They've been just had privilege for so long that they're ready to explore their independence. And so a lot of times with that, they make poor choices, and they end up in company of different men and different folks who have nothing but the worst in mind for them. And so we really see it from both different sides.
I know Compassion2one has a few events coming up. Can you tell us about that?
We do. One's tomorrow night, Christchurch, Kirkland at 7 p.m. And so we're doing a film screening event of a film called Nefarious. It's out of Kansas City. And so we've got a former legislator, Velma Valoria. She's going to be joining us. She passed the first piece of legislation back in 2003 in our state regarding this issue. So we have a forerunning politician that's going to be there, and different community activists that are going to be doing different things. And then next week, Wednesday the 16th, we have another film screening at the University of Washington, and we have Miss Washington 2011. Brittany Henry's going to be there, and so she's going to talk a little bit about the issue, and we've got different panelists and different service providers and families of victims that are going to come and share their story. So we're hoping to really raise awareness and funds for different projects that we're doing throughout the city and throughout the nation. And
hopefully make a big difference in changing
for sure
that ranking. Thank you so much for being here, Phil.
Thank you, Mary.
Pleasure to meet
Appreciate
you.
it.
For more information about this, if you'd like to help out, go to our website, komonews.com, and click on Komo4 TV.